You're in for a wild night.
You're like making a lot of noise over there in Canada land. Somebody was dabbing and it was like dabbing on the mic. Or maybe it's your air.
Maybe.
Yeah.
No, there is no AC up here in Canada. We don't have AC anymore. There's no more AC. we have run out of AC. There's no more.
Maybe it was me hitting something on.
You still have some AC.
I mean, I was a little excited. There's a chance that I was pulling on my cord a little.
Blue Train hogged all the AC. Well, there you go. Yeah, so welcome everybody to a special bonus episode of Born to Be Wild. This has been in the works for a little while, but we wanted to take a chance to review our questionnaire. So when the new set came out, Murder at Castellanathria, our patron saint of Wild, producer of our show, Shokunin, did a massive giveaway. $400 worth of BattleNet bucks with the idea of giving away the entire set on day one. And the goal... Not only the goal was to give away the entire set on day one, but it was also to have the winner be someone from our community. And so the question that was kind of now on us was like, all right, well, how are we going to do this? How can we ensure that the person who wins is somebody who's like truly part of our community? So we thought, well, let's make a quiz full of a bunch of like inside jokes and things that you would really only know if you were part of the community. And so we had a lot of fun making this. Some of the answers were very difficult, or the questions were very difficult on purpose, to like try to ensure that the winner was really somebody who was like an OG member of the community. And so this is what happened. There was 31 possible questions. Our winner was Aramorn with a score of 30. So 30 out of 31, only missed one question, 97%. Runner up to Kai and Natalie, who had 29 out of 31, so only missed two out of 94%. And then the other ones, just go over kind of the top. Dr. BUMD, Mikkel, NHLNJ Fan 1, who kind of cheated with Blue Train. We're our kind of next runners up. And Naya, I always mispronounce your name. I'm so sorry. Naya, something like that. I'm so sorry.
I always say Naya.
I always do too, and then I know in the back of my head that I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. But anyways, really good. There were a couple of questions here that had more than one right answer, and so if we got an answer that was, I would call it a wobbler, which is like a legal term, but like if it was like if it was close, like we just gave you the points because why not? And I thought, well, if there's a tiebreaker, then we can look at that. But it really didn't make a big difference. So this is giving everybody the benefit of the doubt for answers that could have gone either way. And a couple of answers had more than one right answer. But we thought it'd be fun to kind of go over the questions because it's a bunch of inside jokes and it's fun. And so, yeah, that's what we're doing right now. So the first question is, what name do you go by? I'm not going to do that. I'm just joking. But we needed everyone's contact info so that we could give this stuff away, and you have to be BattleNet friends for at least 3 days in order to give stuff, so we needed that info. So question number 1, what is Hydra's cat's name? I know the answer to that question.
Me too.
Do you?
Yeah.
It is Sheep.
Rory.
Yeah.
Rory.
That's from Gilmore Girls, right? Is that where you guys named it from? Is that the story behind?
Yeah, it is from Gilmore Girls because my little kitty is super cute and she's also super old, and so is that show. So she was named. She was named basically back then. Yeah, my cat is from 2007 or 6 is when she was named. So yeah, good old. And congratulations to anybody who actually got that answer right.
Right. We had
that's a deep cut.
Yeah, we said it enough, and I know this was great. Hydra, like in the week or so, like leading up to it, I love it. It was like, oh look, it's my cat Rory. Hey, hey Rory, want to say hello to everybody? meow.
Yeah. Hello.
This is great.
Look at this animal.
A lot of people got that right. The wrong answers are always fun. Lyra, Snowy, Lisk, Lucy, Kitty.
Kitty.
My favorite wrong answer is blank.
Blank.
Someone said Link?
No, blank. Blank.
Oh, blank.
Yeah. Okay. The next question: what is Sheep's favorite number? There's 2 right answers for this one. Yeah. So we.
Yeah. So there are 2 right answers, which is not more than 2. So, by that token, 2 or more than 2 is one of the right answers, right? Like, say that's more than 2, quite a bit.
All the time.
Yeah. The other right answer is 586, which is my lucky number since I was in middle school. I don't even think there's a reason for that. It's a fun number.
Was it like in an episode of The Simpsons or like...
Nope. It's just a good number. So my favorite answer to this was Dr. BOMD's, which was 586 in parentheses, which is more than 2. So I got both parts of that right.
That's great. There was a bunch of guessing. 13, 7, 32, 42, which isn't that like a Star Wars number or something?
It's Hitchhiker's Guide to the
42.
Galaxy.
Oh, it's Hitchhiker's Guide. I'm sorry.
It's
The
thought
answer
40
to life, the universe, and everything.
Yes. 69. Oh, nice. And 1, 3, blank. All right. So there we go. All right. Where does Sheep prefer to hit legend? Come on now. We know that one, right? Is the bathtub.
Yeah, it's always
Absolutely.
the tub.
The tub.
I mean,
yeah.
Where you're the most relaxed, right?
I think that's a good idea, to be honest, because I've got jets in my tub, so maybe I should try to do some legend climbing in my jet bathtub. Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, actually, after moving to Colorado, our tub here not quite as great. So I don't think I've done it in the tub here yet. Just because it's a smaller tub, it's fine. I still use it every now and then, but I take more showers than I used to because the other tub was one with jets, and it's just
I'm so jealous.
glorious.
What about,
and I don't have it anymore.
What about on the lawn with the garden hose? Would that be okay?
Not quite the same.
No?
It's just not the same, man. It's not the same.
Like a $15 little pool that you bought from Walco? No.
It's a good idea. I'll try it out.
So some fun answers. Bathtub. Either the bathtub or the dumpster. That's okay. Wild was one of the answers. At home, mobile. In the bathroom.
Bed or toilet?
Not altogether incorrect, but not the answer we were looking for.
Yeah. Not quite. Okay. Who is Hydra's favorite author? Come on, that's the easy one. Everybody. So many people got it right.
Yes. However, I would like to say that somebody got my second favorite author on here.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody put Hemingway.
That was Pigpen.
Okay. So Stephen King.
And someone put your third favorite author of Ben Brode.
Oh, I thought your third favorite author was blank.
Blank.
Ben Brode.
Yeah, no, but definitely Stephen King.
Yeah, Stephen King is great. We were talking about there's a new Stephen King book coming out very soon, in a month, right in time for my birthday. Was it called Fairy Tale, I think?
Yes.
Always
it's about some kid going down a well or something.
Always excited for new Stephen King. Coincidentally, we were talking about it in Discord, but there's Audible has a 2-for-1 sale going on right now. And so Stephen King's son, Joe Hill, has a book on that called 20th Century Ghost that I thought was really good. If you like short stories, and I really liked it.
Novellas. I should check that out.
It's really good. I like it. One of the short stories in there is like always kind of stuck with me, but overall they're really good. Some of his stuff is kind of hit and miss. Everybody likes Nosferatu, and I thought it was like so. But 20th Century Ghost is really good. And yeah. So Stephen King is one of my favorite authors as well. I mean, I don't know if it's I don't know if it's the favorite. I think that I have a couple.
Nate, you still haven't done the whole Dark Tower series yet.
Oh, he hasn't. That's right.
You know what, every time
the Gunslinger is hard to get into, but
it's
once you get past the Gunslinger, the rest of it is just like incredible.
All right, I will try. I have it all. If that makes you feel any better, I just haven't listened to it.
What if I paid you to do it?
Then I would do it for sure.
I'll give you $1.
All right, it's a deal.
I'll give you the coin. All right, next question.
If you like Stephen King, check out Joe Hill. That's his son. He goes by so it's Joseph King, but
not sponsored, by the way.
Number one, Joe King is a ridiculous name, and number two,
my name is Joe King.
You've got to be Joe King.
I think Hill is mom's maiden name. It's he's done some good stuff though. He did Horns, that movie with Daniel Radcliffe, and
cool, yeah.
Which was pretty good. The book was really good.
I thought for some reason, am I crazy, or did Kevin Smith direct that?
I would have to check.
He may have. I don't think so, but he may have. Who directed Horns?
Or did he direct another weird movie that was?
No, it's directed by Alexander.
Then which movie did Kevin Smith direct that was like a horror movie that made no sense?
I know exactly what you're talking about, but I'm drawing a blank.
To Google. I should know this because I've watched so many. Wait, since 2011, Smith has mostly made horror films, including Red State and the comedy horror films
Tusk.
Tusk.
Tusk Horns. Like, come on.
Oh, is that what? Oh, yeah. All right.
Tusk is just the horns of the mouth. I mean,
the horns of the mouth. There we go. That's why I got it confused.
He looks.
My bad. Sorry.
He looks so different. Skinny.
He is skinny.
What?
He had a heart attack on stage, man.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And he like completely changed like
and then
everything.
He's lost like 200 pounds since then.
Dude like went straight up vegan and everything too.
Wow.
It goes on like hikes and stuff like on the reg. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, well anyways, that's incredible.
All right, so next question.
Oh yeah, okay. So what is Nate's first all golden deck? Most people got it right. Actually, it was Q-Block. So I've since made many all golden decks. Probably not the greatest idea. Q-Block, Cube Warlock. Good guess here by Naya. Knowing Nate, it's probably going to be some Warlock deck. Warlock is probably too general, so I'd say Demon Lock, which I gave them credit for. Lots of Q-Block, Albatross Q-Block, Miracle Rogue. Nope, sorry. Shutterwalk Shaman is an all gold deck, but was one of the more recent ones, and Reno Priest I have as well, but it's definitely Q-Block. All right, Sheep's favorite deck archetype, Aggro Druid. Come on now, everybody knows that, right? A couple of interesting answers here.
Yeah, we had just done one on Even Paladin.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand that one. One of my first decks that we featured was Mech Paladin. So I think that was a really good guess too. And then someone just put Control, which that was a troll answer.
Sheep doesn't like Control.
That's not always true.
He does,
but I do prefer. Yeah, I do prefer hit in the face.
Dr. BOMD with the best answer. Inferior non-beast aggro Embiggen Druid.
What?
We did give him credit, but
what?
but he's wrong about the inferior part.
That is so funny.
Okay. The next one. What happens if you swear on Born to Be Wild? I mean, so in the old days, it was this one. But then we had El Tino on, who we did that unrelated advice at the end, and he dropped like the greatest McGurgle ever. And
Can you play it again?
Yeah.
Gets me every time.
You hear us laughing in the background because it was so unexpected. It was like
we didn't know it was gonna be so good. Like you're
right?
thinking it's gonna be like a typical Murloc sound, and it was so perfect that we busted a gut.
It was great,
so great
because it was like, oh, okay, well, hey, thank you for joining us. Is there anyone else that you want to give a shout out to, or any final thoughts?
Anything else you want to say? Yeah.
Just guys, thanks for having me on the show. And
it starts off kind of slow and like picks up steam, and it's just perfect. It's perfect.
It's so good. It's great. So
if they make a new Murloc, that should be the sound. Like
100%.
So
yes. So when we post the show, it goes through like one hub and then gets distributed everywhere, and so we have to check the box, like, is it clean or explicit? Choose one. And I always want to check the box that says clean, and so if anybody swears, we'll bleep it out, but we put the Murgle. So that's what I'll have to Murgle you. It doesn't happen very often, and every once in a while, like, something will slip through and I'll forget to do it, but usually
Murloc Holmes is there to to discover the truth behind the Murgle most foul.
Yes. There was a couple answers that were funny. Somebody said soundboard effect, timeout, and then banned. No. Yeah, no. Somebody said bleeped. That's just not good enough. Banhammer? No, we just don't want it on the actual show.
We did not ban the person who we'll talk about later for one of the questions.
Oh gosh, yeah, that was hilarious. All right.
So what's Nate's first Hearthstone podcast?
Yeah, buddy, that would be Into the Wild, with my good friend Craig of Canada. I do miss being able to say, what did he used to say? Because Craig used to do like all of that stuff, like running and hosting the show, and
he started welcome.
That's where that came from. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he said that first.
Everything that I learned from Craig, and so the welcome, and he's to the first and best Wild exclusive Hearthstone podcast, or the first and only Wild exclusive Hearthstone podcast. So Into the Wild was before the Hearthstoners and before Tier 5 and before the State of Wild and all that stuff. And then we took a hiatus. I had a work thing, and Craig had some life stuff, and we passed the show off to Danny Donuts and Saucy Mailman. And then they ended it at episode 100, which is where we picked up this show.
But did you guys do like an episode where all four of you were on at the same time?
Yeah, episode
like
100.
At the end?
Yeah, we were all on episode 100 and did like the handoff. It was a lovely moment.
That was so good.
It was the one piece about it was that we did Craig is like the original parody song master, and we were doing them every week for ages, and he would I'd like ask him, hey, do you need help with it? No, it's cool, I'll get it. Friday afternoon rolls around, have you done one yet? He's like, oh, I'll get to it. 4:00 on Friday afternoon, like, I'm writing it now. And he'd write it and record it in one take, and then it'd be like this amazing masterpiece. And
Dear Ixar,
right?
Oh my god, such a classic.
They were incredible. And I will say, so for episode 100, he had reached out to everybody to do a little piece of it. So me and Saucy and Danny, and I think it was a take on 500 Miles. Like Chumbawamba or whatever. But like, no. What?
I would walk 500 miles.
Or I'm thinking
the Pretenders or whatever.
Yeah.
or who I'm thinking of. I'm getting the names all mixed up. I think it was that song. But anyways, what he would do, like whoever is the one who's like putting everything together, like gets everyone else's audio and then does the editing in Audacity or whatever audio program that you're using. And I remember like recording my stuff and then listening to it, and it just was not on the beat, and it was just so cringy. And I was like, if I could have heard it while I was doing it, you know, it would have helped. And it was so bad. So I'll have to find the song for that one. But like my part of it is terrible. But it was fun. It was fun. A lot of the old songs are up on our website if anyone wants to listen to them. Okay, the next
BornToBeWildHS.com.
Yes, absolutely. Shameless plug. I do have some of the old songs that are not up there that I will have to add as well. Who is the wild paladin Murloc master? I mean, come on now. We just answered that. It's so this dude has been playing Tip the Scales Paladin forever. Nicknamed the deck the Fagnar Blues based on, like, there's a whole story behind it, and it's great, and you just have to watch or listen to the episode. It's on YouTube or all the podcast apps when El Tino was on. So yeah, that was great. Who is the wild shaman Murloc master? That is Blue Train all day.
100%.
Yeah. And there was a couple funny answers here. Hold on, let me look here. Yeah, not Blue Train, but if you ask him, he'll say otherwise.
He will say otherwise.
That's
Blue
true.
Train is like the most humble person ever. Like, he can hit like rank 100 legend and then say like, I'm not actually very good at it. I'm like, well,
whoa, wait, was Blue Train in the call? Didn't.
But really, right? Like, he does that all the time.
He is so humble. Absolutely.
Very, very humble man. Also, angry man that yells at clouds too.
Most humblest.
He's a grumpy, humble man.
I've heard him rage a few times, and it's always like
he rages, and it's so funny. I love that man so much.
So do I.
He's so funny.
So do I.
Big same.
He's a very, very good friend of mine, and I always enjoy chatting with Blue Train and hanging out with Blue Train. We've done so many climbs together. A couple people said, "Get me out." Somebody said sheep. Sorry, sheep.
It's okay. I'm not the Murloc shaman master.
I will say this was fun because people went back and looked at our old YouTube content. And so when we were, so the Paladin Murloc master, a couple people said Nine Eyebrows, who was really one of the people who were playing Tip the Scales Paladin like way back when. And actually, if you go back on our website, Nine Eyebrows did a parody song for us on Murlocs and Tip the Scales, and I think set to like Green Day, and it's hilarious because at the end of the song where there's like a guitar solo thing, it's actually like a full on, like, instead of the guitar, it's all Murgles, but it's to the guitar sound. Like, hold on, I should just pull it up because it's hilarious.
Can you just like do it? Can you insert that? You fixed the audio issue, right?
Yeah,
I mean, Sheep
yeah.
fixed it, I suppose.
It's
Because Sheep's like I was gonna say the man, but more like the sheep.
I
I am the tech support. Mwahaha.
You are. Oh my god.
right.
You know who is the tech support of everybody?
Hat.
Yeah. How'd you know what I was gonna say? He fixes my crap all the time.
Here it is.
Because he's helped me before too.
Had is an amazing human being. Okay, here we go.
Hard agree.
Can you hear that? You should be able to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Nine Eyebrows like sang
Wake
this
Me Up.
song, right? Yeah, When September Ends by Green Day. Okay, but let me forward it. It's like at the end here. Oh, here it is. All right, ready? Here it goes.
On the lens. I draw the lens. How did I not notice that before?
Glorious.
All right, it's so good. It's so good. It's on the website. If you want to check it out, it's so funny. But that part like made the song. It was so great. Yeah, 9 eyebrows, everybody. All right.
It's more than 2 eyebrows.
That is. Okay, this one
This one I was not expecting to be quite as tricky as it was, but we only had one person get this one.
It's because it's and this is like the inside joke of inside jokes, right? That card is a blank.
Sheep.
That card is a shard.
So that was Aramorn was the only one that got that one right, and it was from one of the listener series things where we were casting one of the matches, and it was like it was just Hearthstone, right? It was like that card.
Yeah,
like,
I said something like that's a card, and then Sheep said that card is a shard.
That card is a shard.
Right? So
I
good.
think I was like, that's a card. He just said that card
is a shard.
And it's the dumbest thing ever, but it was the funniest thing ever too. And
it was so good. And then I think we had like the little sound clip of it like floating around for a while. I'll have to find it. That is like the inside joke of inside jokes, and if you weren't watching, you probably would have missed it because it didn't get replayed a whole lot. But it was like that's right up there with like Silverhand recruit reporting for duty. He's got a big booty. Yeah,
I feel like we've said that card is a shard a few times since then, but I think it's only been in like the pre or post show stuff. I don't think it's been during one of the shows itself since then. So
yeah, that was a tricky one, but it was like it was good because we needed a tiebreaker question, and that was it's actually funny. A lot of people so everyone guessed wrong, right? So some people said day one Goldcraft, which I thought was funny because we've said that many times. Some people said standard card. Some people said like arena card. That card is good in arena, maybe. How many times have we said during the review shows, right? Like that card will be good in standard. That card will be good in arena. Anyways,
but not that card is a standard card.
Yeah. Okay,
Close.
this next
Good
one.
Guesses.
Okay, who is the winner of season 1 of Born to Be Wild listener series? That's Shia Wasina. It's on our website. Like anyone could just go look that up. But congrats to Shia, who definitely was the well deserved winner of season 1. It came down to the wire there, and actually, maybe a better question would have been like, hey, who was in the finals for the season 1 of the listener series, which directly ties into our next question.
Sure does.
Actually. So,
the next question.
Who holds? Oh, you do it, and I'm gonna pull it up because this is pretty funny, actually.
Yeah. Who holds the record for the most swearing in an episode of Born to Be Wild? And of course, the answer in the words of Dr. BOMD is Dr. Taylor Evil. Dr. Evil.
This is the only episode ever. Like it was to the point where like I had to put a
disclaimer. Because it was so much. She's like, we should explore. Like you would say, like, hey, like, so what did you take to Legend? Oh, F those bees. I just, I used shaman. Blah 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 blah. It, like swear. It was so funny, like over and over and over again. And we're like, you know what? We'll just leave it. Well, just let her go.
Just be you.
Yeah. Hey, wait, here. Listen to this. This is the only time I've ever done this in 119 episodes. Buddy, Nate Wolf here with a quick public service announcement before the start of this week's show. every once in a while, someone lets loose or a. And usually our friendly Murloc sidekicks edit things out for us, but this week's guest was especially enthusiastic, and rather than spending the entire weekend editing the show, we're slapping a parental advisory, explicit content warning on it instead. Thanks, and beware of colorful language.
Hold on to your mug.
It's like, I'm not editing this.
That was perfect. Oh gosh,
it was too much. And
she's just she was. I think your description was great. Very enthusiastic is the best description.
Right? Yes, I agree. It was great. Somebody said Goku, Rotted Zombie, which Rotted Zombie actually
Goku did swear a bunch, so did Rotted, but Taylor did not take the cake, she made the cake.
Yes.
It was great. It was very good. I always enjoy her decks too. It's like, hey, so what'd you hit Legend with? Reno, N'Zoth, the Hadronox, Druid, or Reno, N'Zoth, Shudderwock Shaman. Yeah, it's great. She's amazing. So yes. Okay. What did Hydra make? Everybody should know this one, right?
I made a stinky.
Wait. I'm sorry. It's this one.
I made a stinky.
There it is.
It's so funny. And it happened to record it, and now it's been immortalized. So
forever on the internet.
And so then the next question was, what awesome things has Mrs. Hydra made? And so it's pretty funny. A lot of people answered both of these questions the same. It was like Hydra Junior or something like that, right? It was
like my mini Hydra.
Mini Hydra, yeah. Great friends, cookies, a dance video, Blizzard account.
Blizzard.
Okay. A baby. Do you have them? What did Mrs. Hydra make over there?
I don't know.
There are several correct answers.
This is the biggest.
Stone brew.
Yeah, there's some awesome things over here. Actually, there's a Hearthstone brew.
Hold on, I gotta. He's headbanging. Hold on. There we go. And the Murloc.
Yeah, the Murloc plushie.
Oh.
Wait,
Hold on.
And the
Check this
koozie.
But wait, there's more.
A golden Leroy Jenkins iPad holder.
What?
I did not know about that one.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know about that either.
Hearthstone,
Oh,
Heroes of Warcraft.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what made me craft Leroy in gold, because she made this stupid thing. Look, it's orange on the inside. See that?
Wow.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
So
and so like I actually didn't have Leroy in gold at the time, but since she made that, I had to craft in gold.
I love it.
Rules are rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. We also counted the Hearthstone beer koozie and or the can koozie, and I have one of those floating around too. Yeah, they're awesome. And there was also, I think there's a cup, right? It was like a decal cup. It's really cool.
Yeah.
There is. Oh, yeah. The one that has like our logo for Born to Be Wild. Yeah, that one's hiding.
But it's around. Anyways.
Hold on.
Oh, there you go. How did you just have that, like a whole grab bag full of the stuff, like right there in front of you?
I do.
It's pretty impressive.
I don't leave my desk much.
Fair.
All right. Okay, the next question. This had more than one right answer. What is our favorite quote from N'Zoth? There's two here that were acceptable. The one, I think the one that gets said the most often is this one here. Glorious and terrible. That is definitely one. The other one that was acceptable, if I can find it here, it's my favorite.
It's okay. So good.
Yeah.
Why is it so funny?
I don't know, but it's pretty good. So yeah, that's them. There's some other glorious and terrible. Most people got that one right.
Yeah.
There's Somebody said terrifying and glorious, which I still gave them credit for. Okay, let's just move a little bit quickly. Blue Train's name comes from John Coltrane and the Blue Train album. There you go. Jazz. Blue Train is a big jazz fan. Was doing jazz album of the month for a long time. Sometimes still does it, which is really cool. Blue Train
jazz?
Gets just a little. 6J guessed it wrong. Fail. If you Google Blue Train, like, you will get the answer
Immediately.
right.
If you Google Blue Train, do you not get Thomas the Train?
You most likely get. So if you combine it as one word and take out the E, you definitely maybe you miss it, but Blue Train gets credit for when we play good music on stream, because otherwise you end up with my bad music. But yeah, a lot of people.
Back to Santeria.
Right?
Hey, God no, Chris. I do have a little Yoda beer cozy too.
Oh, cute.
Oh, cute.
A lot of people guessed this one correctly. Blue Train record, always assumed it was a Coltrane reference. Somebody said Canada. Okay. The Blue Man Group. A song, a train and a color, a blue train. Like, okay. All right, where does Hydra's name come from? All right. Well, that's a StarCraft reference, right? But there were a couple of, like, people really pay attention here. So StarCraft,
All right.
the best Zerg unit, right? But somebody here, way down the list, from the Elite Four StarCraft Discord, where he was given the name EF Hydralisk and then changed it to Hydralisk. Wow.
Wait. Who said that?
It was Mikkel. You get like bonus points for that one, right?
Somebody give Mikkel like 2 packs.
Right? That's
Yeah,
incredible.
Like that is a deep cut from Clan Elite Force. I was in that in like 1999. Like that is
Yeah, that was a great answer there. I mean, the short answer that everyone got credit for was like StarCraft, but there you go.
No, that's like the answer. So
right.
Well done, Mikkel.
Yeah. Big ups on that one. All right, where does Sheep's name come from? That would be the book that inspired Blade Runner, right? Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by Philip K. Dick. So that everyone probably knows as Blade Runner. But now there was an answer here, and I don't know. You talk about deep cut. Here's maybe another one. Here's the answer. It's a reference to the Philip K. Dick novel, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. Sheep wanted to do a cyberpunk/book podcast with a friend, but didn't get to do it. Since Sheep already claimed the name for Twitch, he just kept it. There you go.
Yep. 100% full points.
Wait, so was that going to be the name of a podcast? Or
Yeah, it was going to be a cyberpunk like book club podcast, and we actually recorded stuff for the very first like couple episodes where we covered that one book, which is not helpful to anyone because it's not Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. Ready Player One.
Oh,
which was a fine book. It was all right. And we just never got around to doing more with it. And it, like it was a little bit too like, it didn't lend itself great to, the format, and my friend and I just didn't keep doing that. Still one of my best friends, still my best friend. Like we play Sea of Thieves every week
and, there you go.
Talk all the time, but we don't do a podcast together.
I would do a book club so fast. I think what I've been debating on doing for ages.
You have to read like 7 Dark Tower books before we can start that club.
Correct.
That could be the book club. except both of you have already read them, so I guess that's the Dark Tower book club. All right.
That's why you have to read all 7 first
before we can start the book.
Then we will start.
I've been wanting to do it like a pet project of doing like either book reviews or like movie reviews because I've got a whole mess of them. I've been wanting to do that really bad, but timing is not something that I have a lot of time. What I want to do is do like like a little separate YouTube project of like 5-minute movie review. Really want to do that, but I don't know that I have the time.
Rod does that.
Oh, cool.
Is
I
that
didn't
for
know that he
is that
does.
for his for the podcast, or is that for
Murder Moose, I guess he
yeah,
calls it.
the Murder Moose? They do a podcast on like horror movies, which is really cool. I don't know how long it is, but yeah, I wanted to do like try to keep it to like 5 minutes, no more than 10. But
That's still more than 2.
yes.
All right, next
digress. All right.
question.
This is the one that every single person got wrong. That we all kind of thought people would get it, but like didn't. Now it's a little bit of a trick question. So the question is, quest on 1, I'm wondering why blank. And the answers we got: why not play coin? Any self-respecting pirate warrior would ever play that. It's a tempo loss in your very first turn. That sounds like something that we probably said. Why aren't you playing for tempo instead? Why wouldn't you just play 1-drop and have more cards in the mulligan? Nobody tested for Oh My Yogg. Yeah.
He roped me. I'm roping.
So here's the answer to that question. It is.
Are you gonna play the audio for this?
Yeah, I'll just do that. That's probably the easiest.
I can't believe no one got this one. This was my deep cut that I thought that someone would get, but that's okay. I mean, you know what I think is it's gonna. You know how like you're like, oh my god, really? Like
this is
that was it.
Yeah.
This one is our most viewed YouTube video. So here's the answer, but you have to listen to it for like probably a minute before you hear that part.
D-Rex, I've been tweeting, but you ain't replying. Every time I lose to Reno Quest Mage, I be dying. I know that I'm complaining, a little bit and whining, but every time I play it against that deck, man, I'll be crying. And I saw you use Counterspell with Cabal Aki on turn 1. I said if I do that, maybe all my troubles will be done. So I tried to do it too, but it barely ever works. And sometimes if they're smart, they'll play the coin on turn 1 first. And that feels even worse. I feel like it's a curse. No one in this game should ever get to take 3 turns, at least not in a row, but that's the way it goes. What will I do now, man? I really just don't know, but I will not give up. No, I will do my best to always try to overcome the power of this quest. Well, that's it for me. That's it for the day, so please get back to me, your biggest fan. This is Craig. Quest on 1, I'm wondering why I still play wild at all, and then they complete it on 7. Now I can't win at all. Even if I could, they'd play Reno Jackson after I pop their ice block. It reminds me that this deck feels bad. This deck feels bad.
Oh, what a legend, right?
Imagine 3 turns being the complaint. What a world!
Right?
Craig, don't come back.
No.
They could take a million in a row. That's okay. Actually, Craig has been playing Hearthstone, so don't scare him away.
Right? No, we've been chatting a lot lately. That song is over 6 minutes long. The lyrics on that were just incredible.
Yeah, Craig knocked it out of the park.
It's on our YouTube. It's on our website if you want to listen to it or download it. It's fantastic. Yeah.
So's your face.
Aww. Okay. Who do we blame for the rise in popularity of Secret Mage? That is Schmoopy Daddy all day. And it was really funny because that YouTube video like popped off and then we started seeing it everywhere.
That's like our second highest rated video.
It really
or
is.
viewed video is Schmoopy on like how to play Secret Mage.
It's so funny because he did this like deep dive into Secret Mage and it was like, let me tell you why you're all playing it or how you're all playing it wrong, and this is why this is better, and this is how this interacts with that. And it was like, whoa. Well, we were truly, I think, schooled on Secret Mage, and then all like malding because it was everywhere. And
his profession definitely showed through. You know,
yes.
He taught us all how to play it.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what must there always be on the show? Yeah.
A Canadian.
Yeah, yes, always. There must be a Canadian. I think most
Rules are
people
rules.
I think most people got that right actually.
Let's look. Most people did get that right, I think.
So a lot of people said guest, special guest. A dad joke.
That's funny.
Somebody said
That's
that.
not wrong.
No Life King said that.
Oh no, Life King, yeah.
Pigpen said a cat, which is great.
Also true.
It really is. It really is. My cat is right next to me right now, always usually on the desk, and we always see your cat. So I just heard Rory. There must always be a cat and a Canadian.
And I just kicked Big Chungus out at the very beginning, so
I believe it was Armorn told me one time that I obtained honorary Canadian status, but it doesn't really count. Okay. What is Sheep's other main game? The answer we're looking for is Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves.
yeah, buddy. Yeah. Another one with quite a few answers. I thought that a couple of them, Marvel Snap was one. At the time in particular, I was playing quite a bit of that. A few games that I haven't played, which was kind of funny, like Magic the Gathering. Never actually played Magic. or Diablo. Don't disown me.
Diablo, that's the Hydra game. Yeah.
That's the Hydra game for sure. Or Elden Ring. I've never played the Ring of Elden.
That's also a Hydra game.
Yeah. But Sea of Thieves I play every week. Got a group together and we all do those things.
Very cool. Okay.
All right, so I think most people got the next one right.
Yeah, the other previous, who are the other previous co-hosts of the show? Crave Canada and Mike Lowe or Blackarot. Those are answers. Those are easy ones. That one doesn't count. That was easy. All right, this is a good one, and a lot of people.
If you listen last 2 or 3 months, I guess you wouldn't know. But
all you had to do is go to YouTube and go to old episodes. You could find it so easy.
I guess, yeah.
You could find it so easy. Yeah. So life happens and people move on, and so we've seen a number of changes over the years, and so
ooh. I like this next one.
Yeah, this one is pretty funny, and a lot of people got it right actually. Who derailed the show to teach us about YouTube clickbait titles? Yeah, that was pretty funny because we made the mistake of asking the question and then got a 30-minute TED Talk on it, which was very enlightening.
30? It was probably an hour.
Yeah, yes. That was very much Jack, aka Junior H Skate. Right, that is Jack. It was very good information. It was very good. We kept it all in the show too, and then the next couple of ones we did super clickbait titles, and that's when And then I got some hate messages over it because people were mad. It was so funny.
Wait, you did? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was really funny because it was what is the next craziest 100% win rate deck to play while you're waiting for Dark Moon Fair? Watch this video to find out. It was very Jack. I don't do that anymore because I don't really.
I mean, it worked for a bit. We were suddenly we got way more views.
Yeah,
because we did the thing, but it's also not genuine. So whatever.
No, and I think that I think we've all kind of come to the realization that this is a passion project and we do it for fun. If anybody's trying to turn YouTube content creation into money for Wild Hearthstone, there's 2 people that can do that, and it's Raffle and maybe someone else, and I just
Martian Boo. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wild is always going to be the tiny format, and it's just I don't know. You being a content creator for a profession is like being a professional athlete, right? It's it happens to your 1%. And if you really want to try and do it, hey, knock yourself out. But I really enjoy hanging out with my friends on Friday night. And, anyways, somebody said Blue Train. I thought that was pretty funny. Somebody said Goliath, and I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, no. Somebody said Regis Kilvin. Yeah, no.
The cursed card back.
The cursed card back.
This is an ominous question. I think this is a funny question.
This is. There was 2 acceptable answers here. The first one would be the pizza card back, and
because Nate hates it.
yeah, Blue Train really hates it, and you let him on the show, and he'll do a full. Yeah, see, there you go. Raw onions on pizza bad. There you go. But we got into it before, and yeah, there was recently a poll last week about it over on Twitter where Gasu tried to destroy the world by influencing the poll. But the pizza one, I remember doing a bad card, not having good luck on a like pre-release card opening, and Blue Train was like, "It's because you had the pizza card back," and I was like, so funny. The other acceptable,
He's not wrong.
right? The other acceptable answer would be the card back, right?
Boo the card back.
Because Hydra's hated card back.
Change your card back. Have you been playing the game for like 4 years and never changed it? Like, yeah, sorry. It drives me mental.
That one is pretty funny. Yeah, a lot of people got it right. Mark of Hakar. There was a bunch of people that guessed the legend card back, which is hilarious because I always
I can
thought
see
like
why that's annoying, but
the legend card back is like the one that I worked the hardest for. That's the ugliest, probably. And I remember
it's
way
just
back
sort of
when,
brown.
when like it was like when Craig and I first hit Legend way back when, it was like, okay, now you're in Legend. Why are you rocking the Legend card back? And it was funny because people would get mad, like, okay, we know it, you're in Legend, like you don't need to use the card back. Now there's about 8 bazillion card backs, and so it's like,
I feel like maybe in the first like couple of years, okay, cool, you've got it. But after that, it's not that big of a deal.
I rocked
Even though
it.
it's still an accomplishment.
Yeah, when I rocked it for a good 2 or 3 months, I think, after I got it, because I was so proud of the achievement.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of wears over time where you're like, well, yeah, it's just a thing I do now, and I don't care about it quite as much anymore. But I still have it in my rotation for like random ones. But okay, who is the King's Bane Master?
Ooh, I know.
Oh, Hydra.
Me too.
Smudge.
Yes,
Yeah.
very much so. The Queen of Kingsbane. Yes.
So Doc also has a good answer for this one, which is Smudge. But I feel like Schmoopy Mommy could give her a run for the title if she gets her hands on a Kingsbane.
I think that could be true. I like that answer. By the way, yeah, she made one. I think on a 3D printer, put it together and painted it, and it's amazing.
Oh, that thing was awesome looking.
It's so cool.
Looks so good.
If you go to her Twitter, I think it's like the like anchored tweet or whatever. It's very, very, very cool. All right, who is the guest who took over the show to talk smack on listener decks? It was amazing. That was Keith Numbers. So we did a segment called was it called Keith Roasts Decks? It was so great. We're having Keith come on, and for a long time it was like we were having a guest every single week, and so I had talked to Keith like, hey Keith, can you come on the show? What do you want to talk about? And he's like, all right, I'll come on the show, but I don't want to talk about some deck. Because what we would do usually is have the guest like, hey, what deck do you want to talk about? Can you bring one? Like, what are you playing? Like, what can you teach us how to play? And Keith is like, all right, instead of me bringing a deck, how about you have people submit decks, but instead of reviewing them, I'm just going to like talk trash on them. And it was so funny. It was so great. And I don't remember.
Dude, it was so good. I like, because he sort of derailed it, right? Like, we were going to do our normal thing.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no.
No, we're not doing that.
We're not doing that. I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to talk trash on everything that your fans like.
It was so
It was
great.
so good.
It was so good. Yeah, if anyone wants to check it out, I don't remember how much was on the show and how much was after, because we also went through the Discord and we're looking at the funny usernames, and that was really fun.
Yeah, I
as well.
don't remember how much is actually on the episode, to be honest, because normally we end before we did the listener. I mean the the after show
The
part,
play portion.
Yeah,
the play portion, because we used to always call it and then do the play portion. So I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, we did. That was episode 42. It was called Keith Roasts Decks. It was really fun. If anyone wants to check it out, it was really hilarious. Keith is amazing, and kind of sad that he's not streaming anymore, but he will always hold a special place in our hearts. Okay, we're almost done here. Who won the Wild People's Choice Awards for Best Wild Community Figure? That was Corb.
It's obviously Corbett. Like,
I feel like
the man is a hero and a legend.
Yeah, Corb is wonderful.
100%.
No, Keith is not still streaming. Keith stopped. This was probably about a year ago.
Also, thank you, Corbett, for canceling one time. That got me onto Born to Be Wild. So thanks.
Is that what happened? Oh, it was at the show where we had Corb on, and then he couldn't stay for the play portion.
He couldn't stay for the play portion, and then you texted me, and you were like,
"Hey, you want to come on?"
You're like, Corb split. Can you come do the play portion? So I was like, all right.
Okay.
That's great.
I guess I'll be the Canadian Corbett.
And just never left. It's great.
And then never left. Yeah, that's sweet.
Great.
So thank you for that, Corbett. I'm also, by the way.
What? Obelisk?
You're gonna have to Murgle that.
I can do that. It's all right. I'll just take a timestamp. It's gonna say I'm also a by the way.
I'm also a blonde, beautiful
Canadian.
Australian.
Oh, good. I really had two questions
Also
left.
Hemsworth.
Who? All right. Which one of our previous guests is a professional drummer? That is Clark Hellscream. Yeah. Did he do the drum solo on the show? I swear, because we had talked about it. I'm gonna have to go find out.
We
now.
tried, and I think there was an audio issue.
Yeah, I know we were like I've heard him do it, and we talked about doing it, and I just don't remember if it made it to the show. I remember there was some issues with the mics, like not picking it up right.
Yeah, we had an audio issue when we tried, but
it was very sad.
I mean, his drumming is extremely exceptional. So,
who is Clark's favorite drummer? I don't know the answer to that one. I'm sure he told us, but I don't remember.
Ooh,
that's a good question. I'll have to listen to the episode. Somebody said praise chicken drumstick. I love that.
As the drummer?
Yeah, because it's drumstick. Oh, is it Danny Carey?
That's right. I was thinking Neil Peart, but I knew that wasn't right.
Danny Carey is amazing. I have watched this video of him playing Numa live so many times because
I don't know who Danny Carey is.
He's the drummer from Tool.
What? Yeah.
Oh, well.
It's the. I'll play it after.
Bring the hate on Hydra. I mean, I always thought Tool was sort of lame.
What? You're sort of lame. Get out of here.
I feel like
Bye, Felicia.
Sheep is. He just. No.
Oh, that's great. You know, they're hit and miss for me. They're definitely like.
They're new metal. It's
you know what?
I love new metal.
You know what?
Do you love Limp Bizkit?
You can't compare Tool.
Not particularly.
You can't compare Tool and Limp Bizkit. No.
You just called them new metal.
I love System of a Down and Korn.
I also don't love System of a Down. I think System of a Down aren't good.
That's really funny.
They were my favorite band like through high school and everything. Big fan.
Didn't you like not?
No, we're losing friends over here.
I actually, by the way, I've gone to see System of a Down live in concert.
Me too.
And I fell asleep.
I did not. I actually saw System of a Down live in concert in Red Rocks. So like here, whenever I graduated from college in Texas.
I have not seen either of them.
See,
live before,
the
but-
whole like new metal. Oh my god, we should start a whole new podcast. Cause like, yeah, that like it never resonated with me. Like I like metal, not the whole like new metal part of.
I also like metal, but I also like new metal. Both are good.
But I'm a hypocrite because I think Korn is awesome. So
yeah,
like,
Korn is great.
There you go. Well, this is a whole new podcast at this point.
so we're gonna have Hydra Sheep argue about what is good metal starting next week.
Oh my gosh.
That's the title of the podcast too.
A whole new podcast.
And then Blue Train's gonna be like, "You guys suck because none of that it's real music."
There is good metal, Runsaway. Yeah, there is
good metal.
I think so.
That's just a fact. That's a very, very good statement there, Blue Train.
You know what, Blue Train, Sheep, Nate, we could talk about the best metal, and this is not the time or the place, but it's all Black Sabbath. So, all right.
Oh, I thought
Let's
you were
move
going
on.
to say Iron Maiden, but honestly, I can respect Black Sabbath.
I thought you were going to say Guar.
No, well, that would be funny. However,
That would be funny.
Master of Reality is basically like
classic.
the best metal album ever. There's not like a better one. It's Master of Reality. Like, there's
Are
no
you sure it's Master of Reality and not Black Sabbath
or Volume 4.
or Paranoid?
No, it's Master of Reality.
I
Bum, 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 bam, bam. All right.
I used to
Oh, come
listen.
on, Sheep. Come on, it's Master of Reality for sure.
I don't know. I mean, War Pigs, Paranoid. Come on.
I used to listen to a lot of it, and the older I get, the less I like it. It just gives me a headache now. So I don't. Maybe I'm turning into the grouchy old man yelling at the clouds.
Just gotta go do flips and head down.
You're right. If I'm in the mood, I'm in the mood. All right. So the last question here was,
Oh yeah, we're doing a podcast about Hearthstone,
well,
not Black Sabbath.
I guess.
it was welcome blank blank, and like
Welcome home, Sanitarium.
this is the Craig Canada special. Welcome everybody. So there you go. Most people got it. There was somebody said devoted chosen, which is pretty funny, and actually I think goes back to our
Other Nazoth question.
Nazoth question, right? I think was just looking at that, right? It's
Welcome, my devoted chosen.
there we go. And somebody said welcome precision perfection, which I liked so much I almost gave a points to. It's great.
That's a forgotten card.
Right?
Unity, precision, perfection. And it's a 5-mana 3/2. Of course, it's a forgotten.
To be honest, it's pretty crappy. Think about it.
It was very good for its time, but
And for a long time afterwards, too.
yeah.
Like, it's
Remember
also a
when
5
Big
mana
Priest would
card.
run Ziliax?
Yeah, Azure Drake was 5 mana 4/4, right? Also a good card at the time. Kind of crappy now. No one runs Azure Drake.
And it's been buffed. It's a 4/5 now.
Azure Drake?
Yeah, I think it got reverted or something when they
Not
put it in.
reverted, I guess just buffed. It was never a 4/5.
I don't play it, so I don't know. I used to play it when it was the thing in every single deck.
And
but-
spell damage +1.
And draws a card. Duh. Sometimes that card is a shard.
This is the craziest looking water slide I've ever seen, Hydra. It looks like
Oh, are you
It
looking at
looks
it?
like a Hydra.
it's like it looks like wow.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
No.
Well, hey, that's all of the questions. The last one was in the unlikely event of a tie, why should you win? And the answers were very fun, but I don't think we have time to go over them all. They were great. So great work, everybody. I hope that you had fun listening to us go off on tangents on kind of the stories behind our fun little answers over here. It was a lot of fun to do.
Random,
And,
talking about metal songs and whatnot.
I need to show you. Okay, so all right. Yes. Let's just
After show.
should we just call it? All right. Wiser words have never been spoken, and you heard that on
More to be wild.
Okay. Well, thank you, everybody.
Born to be wild.
Na, 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 na.